Hi everyone, welcome back to the hideaway. Hope you're all okay. I've had this bag of old tools hidden away in my wood store for months now, and I thought it was about time I did something with them. Either chuck them or restore them. So I'm going with the latter. There's quite a few in here, so I think I'll restore a few of them and make a mini series of videos for them. So let's get into it. It's a real treasure trove of tools in this bag. It's amazing. Old putty knife. I think it's a tack lifter. A couple of chisels. Some tack hammers. This amazing Surform. I haven't seen one of those old school ones in years. An old hammer. A couple of old planes. Some gimlets there. There's this old countersink tool. A couple of pliers. Some wire cutters. It's amazing. Now I just need to decide which one to do first. I decided to start with this old Surform. It looked amazing, but it needed some TLC to give it its luster back. So it was as good a place to start as any. After a bit of digging around on Google, I found out it was manufactured by a company called Simmons Aeroaccessories in Pontypridd in Wales. The first thing to do was dismantle it and give it a good clean. The rasp and a couple of the screws were pretty rusty, so I put them in a white vinegar bath for a couple of days to see if it would shift it. For the rest of the tool, I used some mess to give it a good clean. Then it was time to remove the old finish. First of all, the wooden handles, where I used a carbide scraper to remove the paint. Once I'd removed as much as I could with the scraper, I used sandpaper to smooth out the handles. I then use some white spirit to remove the dust. And they turned out okay. A couple of blemishes, but I'm okay with those. For the metalwork, I decided to use the wire wheel on my bench grinder. I know some of you may disagree with that approach, but I decided to go with it. And yes, I know I left the tool rest on in this shot. I did that by mistake. For the more awkward parts on the base, I used a wire brush attachment on my rotary tool. Alright, so time to get a rasp out of the vinegar. It's been in here for a good few days, if I'm honest, so this is going to be really interesting. Oh mama, come on, blimey. And who says vinegar don't work? I know there are some people that say it don't. Oh blimey. Yeah, that is minging. Whoa. Right, I'm just going to shove it in here and then give it a bit of a rinse. With some water. I think there's some, there we go. Where those screws gone? Oh, blimey. I'm going to give them a rinse, but I'm also going to put some 3-in-1 oil on them. So they don't kind of flash rust, which is what I don't want. Is there anything else in here? Oh blimey, look at that, that is, whoa. So vinegar definitely works. Right, okay, let's give these a rinse. Okay, so the next part is just to get the wire brush on this part of the Surform. I'm going to use these wire brushes that are used with my drill. And ironically, I had to buy these because the ones that I did have had gone rusty, ironically. So I'm just going to use these ones. I'm not going to use a rotary tool. I was going through the rotary tool heads, like the equivalent of these, like they were going out of fashion. They were just, the wire was kind of just flicking all over the shop and stuff like that. And I don't know whether they're supposed to do that, I don't know, or whether they're just so cheap. So I reverted to these instead. So let's do that now. So I'm going to stain the handles now. I decided to go with a natural mahogany light fast stain from Morales. I'm going to apply a couple of coats to the handles, and then once they've dried, I'm going to add some Danish oil just as like a little bit of protection. For the base, I went back to the bench grinder and put on the adapter for the polishing wheel. I added some polishing compound and gave it a good polish. I then sprayed on some anti-rust spray, just to try and prevent it from rusting in the future. Right, time to get this thing put back together. So that's all for this video. It's been a fun little restoration project, and I'll definitely be doing more in the future. If there are any of the tools you saw at the start that you'd like for me to restore, please just let me know in the comments. Anyway, I really hope you've enjoyed it. Please let me know what you think in the comments. And if you haven't subscribed already, give that subscribe button a click. It's free and it really helps the channel. I'll leave it there for now for you to enjoy the final results, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care.